Welcome to another episode of Salvage 1, Bus Life. So in this episode, we tackle the bus's window issue. All of the side windows or the latches are either broken or missing completely, and almost none of them will stay up when you're driving. Even when you're parked in a stiff wind, they'll fall down. We decided to, instead of tearing out all the windows, which is the right way to do it, and pull all the windows out of the frames and fix all the latches and put it all back together, we're going to go the cheaper route and just put some wood dowels in. We've been using paint sticks, but it's a good idea, but it looked garbage and they weren't holding up very well. So now we're going to try some quarter round wood dowels and see how that works. I think once they're done and in, they'll look better, they'll last longer, and it'll buy us time till we can down the road fix the windows properly. But for now, let's see if this works. That window as closed as we can get it. Let's find a stick that fits. There we go. There you go. Okay. So it's a little too short by a hair. So let's find another one that might fit a little better. Okay, so that's kind of the idea until I can get all these fixed. That's the job these guys will do.
And then when you open the window, you can just put the stick in the little space.
Then you just put it, you just rest it right here and you won't lose them. This is when you're parked, so you shouldn't lose them. They're right there all the time. Now, I have window screens that expand to fill this gap this way, but they're 10 inches this way. So I'd have to next, on a couple of these that are left over, is measure this window till this opening is 10 inches, then measure that gap and make a stick that'll fit there. because at 10 inches, there's no gap here for these things to ride in, unfortunately. Some buses that has a 10-inch opening. This one is one of the buses that doesn't. This thing is pretty cool. This little, it's called a mini grinder set. Got it off of Amazon for like $7 or $8, if I remember correctly. And it came with a couple little cheap cutting wheels, this being one of them. And this worked pretty good. The battery's held up. It's still got plenty of a charge left in it. It cut good. I only used 3 of the 5 or 6 speeds that are available. Yeah, I like it. I think it was a good expense. I'll just recharge it, get it back up to full strength again, and use it for other projects. You know, go ahead and grab this thing. I grabbed the orange one. I believe they come in different colors. There's no like actual company name on them. They're just called the mini grinder. So, you know, it's just a cheap little generic rechargeable Dremel tool, and it works great. Dig it. Alright, so from the outside of the bus, that's what it's been looking like, that freak show with the painter sticks in the windows. So when you drive down there, it just looks really horrible. And now, this is what it looks like now. You can't see anything. Let's go inside and see why they look different. Alright, so again, here's the paint sticks from the inside. This is the window, and they slide down, they fall into the grooves, or they bend from the weight because the windows are heavy, and you keep getting these gaps, or I come in and find them knocked out, and then the window's all the way open already. But then you get this. There's a nice clean look. And unless you're looking for them, you can't even see them. And here it is, tucked into the corner. A little 3/4 round. So look at that. You don't even really see them. And it holds the windows up fine. They're nice and tight and closed. Here again. I don't know if you can't see that, but over here, a lot of them is even more apparent, but here's a crack right here in the plastic. And when there's no tension on there, these spread apart, the spring spreads apart, and then these won't grip into the frame, that corner, so these windows will all just slop around. And most of them are cracked or missing springs altogether, and just it's really hokey. But now, here's the bunch that have been done, and they're holding up nicely. You can't even see them unless you know what to look for. So that's cool. And then I can just pull them out as needed and have the windows open. And it's just much better. It's much better. Okay, we like that result.